Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kome Olori. I am the founder of She Dares to Succeed, and this channel is dedicated to bringing you all the gist on starting a new business, growing your business, quitting the 9 to 5 and literally living the life of your dreams. So if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button because I bring you fresh content every Monday and Thursdays and you do not want to miss it. Now, I'm sure you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you the 7 ways I make money online, and I have continued to make money even in the pandemic period where people have been locked down and at home, and many people have been unable to work, or quite a number of people have been laid off from their jobs and have lost their sources of income. So before I jump into the details of this video, I just want it to be very clear that this video is not supposed to be a braggy video, or it's not about me showing off. It's just hoping that somebody out there is going to watch this video and be inspired to go out and create income online and from the comfort of their homes. That's the whole purpose of this video, and I am hoping that you would benefit from it, and if you do, leave a comment and let me know. So without much ado, let us jump into the body of this video. I'm going to be listing 7 ways that I make money online, and I'm also going to leave a few notable mentions which I probably have made money from in the past, so that you can consider going down any of the routes that you like. The first way that I have been making money online even in the pandemic period, while we've been on lockdown, has been to be an Amazon FBA seller, which is something I talk about frequently, and a lot of people who know me know that I have been an Amazon seller since 2017, and before then I was an eBay seller, a professional eBay seller, which means that I was making I was able to make a bit of money on eBay. As an Amazon seller, what I do is I buy things that people are interested in buying. I send them to the Amazon warehouse, and when people purchase them, Amazon sends the goods to them and I get paid every 2 weeks. So even though we have been on lockdown, people really haven't stopped buying. If anything, they've been buying more than before, because instead of them being able to walk outside and go into the stores, they now need to purchase most of their household items from the comfort of their homes. And so it has actually been a really good time for most Amazon sellers and even eBay sellers, in case anyone is interested in going down the eBay route rather than the Amazon route. So yes, I have continued to make money as an FBA Amazon seller, and that is one of the biggest sources of income for my family. The second way I'm going to mention that I have been making money online, and I have been doing this for the past 10 years, is by being a wholesaler of Afro-ethnic products. And what I mean by Afro-ethnic products is products like hair extensions, African cosmetics, products that are known by Africans and used by Africans, people who have probably immigrated to the UK and still want to use products that they are conversant with and they are comfortable with. So I sell all those products, but the difference is between this style of making money and my Amazon business is that I am a wholesaler. So I don't do, buy 1 unit, 2 units. I sell in bulk, and I will be selling to people all over the UK, which I find strictly online. In fact, many of my customers, I have never met them in person. I have only either emailed with them or spoken to them over the phone, and we have done business like that for years and years. And so what I do is, when they place orders, I pack everything, put them in boxes and send them to different parts of the UK and different parts of the EU. And I must tell you that this has been a very good way of doing business for me. Instead of waiting to sell like 50 packs of hair extension, I can sell it in one go and make my money straight away. So yes, that's a very good way of making money as well. My third way of making money is as a business strategist, which is why I founded She Dares to Succeed. And what I do is I help other women entrepreneurs to think outside the box and help them monetize their business and their following on social media. What I do is I sit with my clients over Zoom, FaceTime or WhatsApp, and we talk about their business. We also get clear on their different ideas, and I help them to monetize their business and their social media following. And whether it is that they want to expand, they want to increase, I just give them ideas on how to grow their business and make their business better. Because it is a bit more premium, I get to charge a lot more than I would charge for any other service that I offer through my company. And so I charge between £300 to £1,500 per person, and I try not to take on too many people because then I will be stretched too thin. And so this is also a very good source of income for me. The fourth way that I bring in money is by hosting live webinars using the Zoom platform, which is my go-to platform. Now, my first webinar was in September 2019, and I can tell you that from that webinar, I brought in about £5,000 just by sitting down with people live and speaking to them and teaching them everything I know about Amazon. The downside was that I had to spend a lot of time preparing and talking to them about it. But the great part of it has been that even though that webinar was about 6 months ago, I have continued to make money from that webinar because I have been selling the replay of the webinar to anybody who is interested, who couldn't attend that program, or who just really wants to learn what I have to teach. And so I have continued to make money from reselling the replay of the webinar to different people since that time. And I find that this is what makes online digital sources of income very, very lucrative and very easy to make, because once I had done the work of actually going on live on Zoom and doing the webinar, then I have been able to continue to monetize that single replay, and I have been selling it for upwards of £100. And so for me, that is just money that keeps coming in. It's actually passive. I don't even really market the webinars because the money has just continued to come in, and I haven't even thought about really putting in effort to market the webinar. And that brings me to the next item on the list, which is doing digital courses. So I sell my digital course, which are my two main products, my Amazon beginners course and the eBay seller course. Those have been my biggest earners till date because they're evergreen, and I continue to sell them to anybody who is interested. Now, the interesting thing about these courses is that they are more expensive than the webinar replay, but obviously they contain more information. And what I did was I offered the webinar, and then I saw that people were interested in it, and based on the questions that people asked me in my webinar, I then took all of those questions and crafted them into a course to answer all the questions that I think people could potentially have concerning going and selling on either of the platforms, considering going and selling on either of the platforms that I mentioned. And I think that it's so interesting that some people are willing to pay even more for the course rather than take the webinar replay, which people ask these questions and I even answer them on the replay. But that just tells you what people are willing to pay for. So whether you want to go down the webinar route or the course route, these are very lucrative sources of income, and they have been for me. My number 6 way of making income online has been to sell physical products. So for the beginning of the year, I designed a planner for the She Dares to Succeed community, and I had been selling that since December of 2019, and I continued to sell until this year while people were getting their goals together and thinking of how to set smart goals and monitor their progress. And it was a very lucrative way to make money because once I had created the products, I put it on my Shopify website and people were able to purchase off of there. And it was so interesting seeing customers from even the US locating the website and being able to purchase their planner from it. Now, I do know that it took a lot more marketing than any of my other sources of income because I really had a short time frame to get these planners out. And the truth is, I didn't sell every single unit of planner that I ordered from the manufacturer, from the printer. And so it was a good learning curve for me, and it's something that I'm going to expand on and continue to make money. Do people still buy the planner? Yes. Are they still available? Yes. But I know that as the year goes on and as the months pass, the planner is going to lose its appeal to quite a number of people, and until the next set of planners come out, probably for the next year. But that is something that I think is very good for seasonal income, which has really helped me because I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew that it was only going to sell for about 3 to 4 months of the year, and I went for it and it worked out. So if there's anybody who's watching this video and you think that selling physical products will be a good idea, I think you should totally go for it. Shopify has been a dream to work with. I didn't have any problems. I actually designed my website myself, and it has been a good source of income. So it's something I'm also going to expand on and get more products in that I can continue to offer all year round, not just during the seasons. And so yes, that's my number 6 way of making an income online. My number 7 way of making an income online is to have a group program. So currently, as at the recording of this video, I have a mastermind going on, and basically a mastermind is just a complicated word to describe a group coaching or group strategy program that I have going on. And what it is, I have a group of women who are in this program, and everybody is working on their business. And I started it for the month of April, where we all set goals and targets that we want to work on, and everybody has an accountability partner that is going to help them and, you know, just excite them and motivate them and just ginger them to, you know, to push forward. And so I'm also there to encourage each of them to do different things, and I'm there to offer strategy or to offer motivation, encouragement, help. And the interesting thing is that because of the pandemic and the lockdown, it hasn't been as fast as I wanted it to be on the mastermind, but it has still been a very good source of income, in a sense that I am, instead of having one-to-one people who I talk to at different points of time and different times during the day, and it just takes a lot of me, I have everybody on the inside of the group. And so even if I have to speak to people separately, it's not as much as in a one-to-one environment. And so I think that this is also something that I'm going to be expanding on. And apart from that, I just think it is a very lucrative way. So and I'm sure that if you really thought about what you know and what you could offer as a service to people, you will find that having a mastermind or a group coaching service or a group would be something that you could possibly put together. And I'm very happy to do a video on how to set up a mastermind, the platform I use, how I took payment, and all stuff like that. Even though, yes, I am still at my beginning stages, I haven't, you know, let me put it like this, I haven't blown, but I'm willing to offer any information that will help you to get started and to succeed. That's why I'm here, really. So that is my number 7 way of making money. It is by hosting a mastermind, and I'm going to continue to do this and hopefully be able to grow it to become even bigger. I have a couple of notable mentions which I am just going to put down here just in case. So these are not part of my main 7. And the first one is that in the past I used to write for other people and charge people as much as £1,500 for writing for them, whether writing a research paper or writing a book. It didn't really matter, but I used to write for people in the past. And so recently I have been thinking about writing for myself. So if you are the kind of person who has the ability to write for people, you could essentially do that and charge. Or you could write for yourself and market your own work, whether it's an ebook, whether that's something you can do. Another way that I have earned money is by speaking. So let me put it out there and say that speaking is something I enjoy doing, and actually I'm hoping to do a lot more speaking once the whole pandemic and lockdown is over. I really enjoy being on stage and just connecting with people and talking to people, and it's something I really want to do going forward. So in case you're watching this video and you're looking for speakers, obviously hit your girl up. But the point is, from going to speak to people and by hosting even my own events, I have been able to make quite a bit of money. And so if you are the kind of person who likes to speak and you want to get on stage and you want to connect with people, and you probably have a social media following that you can invite to these events, hosting an event and speaking at your event, or even going to speak at other people's events, can end up being a very good source of income. I admit that it is not an online source, but I just thought that I would mention it for people who are interested in building that kind of income and, you know, affluence. So guys, I want you to do something for me. Out of the 7 ways I have mentioned that I personally make money online, I want you to tell me if you're doing any one of them to make money yourself, or if one of them jumped right at you and you're like, ooh, I'd like to try that. I want you to leave it in the comment section and let me know that I helped you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my videos, because I'll be bringing you fresh content Mondays and Thursdays, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then guys, ciao.